Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will always benefit from their royal links as they have been woven into their brand, according to an expert. Meghan and Prince Harry can't wash out their links to the royal family due to their history and DNA, according to brand and reputation management expert Eric Schiffer. Asked whether the Duke and Duchess of Sussex can be successful in the future without exploiting their royal links, the commentator told Royal UK Story. Harry and Meghan can be successful without overtly exploiting the linkage to the royal family because they have built a base now. Explaining why it is impossible to unlink this royal bond, Mr. Schiffer continued. Harry's mother was Princess Diana, that's never going to leave him, and so being able to decouple the royalty is impossible for Harry. So he will always on some level, large or small, benefit from the massive power that comes from the crown and Diana. It's impossible to disconnect the two today. Meghan and Prince Harry officially stood down as senior royals at the end of March 2020. 2 months after they announced their intention to create a progressive new role for themselves within the firm. According to the bombshell statement they released in January last year, the Duke and Duchess wanted to split their lives between North America and the UK, retain their full titles and patronages and continue to serve the crown while also pursuing for-profit projects to become independent from the sovereign grant. However, their plans were dashed following meetings among the royals, and Meghan and Harry eventually stepped down, renouncing to use their HRH styles, carry out royal engagement and retain their royal and military associations. Over the past months, Meghan and Harry continued to use their royal titles of Duke and Duchess on a number of occasions. Most recently, Meghan debuted as a children's book author with the short story The Bench. On the cover of the book, her name included her Duchess title, sparking accusations among critics she was trying to exploit her royal link. Meghan and Harry were also accused of cashing in on the royal brand by looking back to their relations with members of the firm and the palace on a string of public appearances. In February, Prince Harry appeared on a special episode of The Late Late Show with James Corden, during which he spoke about adapting to life in California, opened up on Archie, and mentioned his strong relationship with the Queen. He also spoke for the first time about his decision to quit as a senior royal, saying he had never meant to step down but, rather, he had intended to step back from royal duties. A few weeks later, Prince Harry and Meghan sat down for a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey, during which the Duke of Sussex spoke about the strained relationship with his brother William and father Charles. The couple also launched damaging accusations of neglect and racism against the palace and spoke about feeling trapped within its system. Prince Harry also mentioned Princess Diana, saying he had certainly felt her presence throughout his exit from the firm. He added, "And, you know, for me, I'm just really relieved and happy to be sitting here talking to you with my wife by my side. Because I can't begin to imagine what it must have been like for her going through this process by herself all those years ago. Because it's been unbelievably tough for the two of us, but at least we had each other." 2 months later, the Duke appeared in an episode of the podcast Armchair Expert to speak about his approach to mental health. But he also discussed his period in the army and how in his 20s he had initially rejected his royal job after having seen behind the curtains. Accusations of neglect and criticism towards Prince Charles were also featured in the intimate mental health docu series Harry co-produced with Ms. Winfrey, The Me You Can't See. Discussing the struggles he experienced aged between 28 and 32, the Duke said, "Family members have said just play the game and your life will be easier. But I've got a hell of a lot of my mum in me. I feel as though I'm outside of the system but am still stuck there. The only way to free yourself and break out is to tell the truth." Prince Harry also paid tribute to his mother Diana, who died in a car crash in 1997 when he was only 12. In a letter to 2021 he and Meghan penned at the end of 2020, when they launched Archewell. The Sussexes began the message saying, "I am my mother's son. And I am our son's mother. Together we bring you Archewell." The British royal family has blasted Meghan Markle and Prince Harry while predicting their next move. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were called unpredictable after they made a series of allegations against the royal family in the past. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliam warned any conversations which occur between the Sussexes and the royals will certainly be leaked to the press. "I mean, you've simply got to make the point that if you say anything to Harry and Meghan, you have to be sure it will end up in the media. I'd say definitely given what's happened previously. So there are so many question marks when it comes to Harry's work," he added. And also the possibility, which has neither been denied nor confirmed of other books too. So it's a minefield to trod when it comes to the Sussexes and predicting what's going to happen, Fitzwilliam continued. He went on to say Harry's upcoming memoir could be extremely damaging to the monarchy. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry are a minefield to trod when predicting what they will do next, one royal commentator has claimed. Amid the row between the Sussexes and the firm, one royal expert has warned there could be much more to come from the pair now they have established themselves outside of the royal family. With Harry set to release his memoirs next year, coinciding with the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, Richard Fitzwilliam admitted there are many question marks over the upcoming book. Speaking to Royal UK Story, Mr. Fitzwilliam also warned any conversations which occur between the Sussexes and the royals will certainly be leaked to the press. With those fears in mind, he said it is hard to predict what damage or move the pair may make going forward as the row rages on. He said, "I mean, you've simply got to make the point that if you say anything to Harry and Meghan, you have to be sure it will end up in the media. I'd say definitely given what's happened previously. So there are so many question marks when it comes to Harry's work. And also the possibility, which has neither been denied nor confirmed of other books too. So it's a minefield to trod when it comes to the Sussexes and predicting what's going to happen." While the world awaits Harry's memoirs next year, Mr. Fitzwilliam warned the content could be extremely damaging for the royals. Although Mr. Fitzwilliam refused to speculate on what Harry could say, he admitted those who support the firm will be hoping it won't be damaging for the firm given what the pair have claimed in the past. Again, he added the Sussexes are too unpredictable to gauge what they may do next. Harry announced his memoir last month in what he claimed will be an accurate and truthful account of his life. The book, published by Penguin Random House, charts Harry's life right up until his departure from the royal family. In a statement, Harry claimed the book will include his highs and lows. He said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far. And excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." An audiobook will also be released with the book next year. Harry has allegedly been working on the book for the last year shortly after he and Meghan departed the royal family. The proceeds of the book will also be donated to charity following its release. Harry has also joined forces with well-known ghostwriter J.R. Moringer, a Pulitzer Prize winner. It is unsure if the royal family was notified of the announcement of Harry's memoirs.